everyone, welcome back to the channel. So there was more news regarding K-pop Demon Hunters. They are now officially the most watched title on Netflix ever, officially surpassing Squid Games. And on the music front, they've also conquered Spotify, which I think is really cool for an animated movie. A lot of people don't really take animation seriously still, basically writing it off as kid stuff. So hopefully the success from this film will help people rethink some of those things. So the article starts out by saying K-pop Demon Hunters has now overtaken Squid Games to become Netflix's most watched title ever, according to the streamer's latest stats on its official Tandem page. Previously, the first season of Squid Game held on to the top spot for 4 years. I wonder how long K-pop Demon Hunters will be on top, because their momentum is definitely not stopping anytime soon. This means that the two most popular titles in Netflix history are both works that are grounded in Korean culture. Squid Game is a South Korean production. K-pop Demon Hunters, though produced by an American studio, Sony Pictures Animation, features elements of Korean art, architecture, mythology, shamanism, food, and pop culture embedded throughout the film. And I think what made these stories resonate with people is that it deals with themes that are very universal, even though it is obviously very over in its Korean inspiration, which is great to see that representation. But there's something that anyone can relate to regardless of their background in these movies and shows. Like Squid Game being a battle royale death game is something that people have been fascinated with for a very long time, and people who are struggling financially and being willing to put it all on the line, even at the cost of their own life. These are struggles that a lot of people across the world can relate to. And then with K-pop Demon Hunters, the girls feel very relatable, plus the premise of using music to fight demons is really cool, and the music is really catchy, and there's just something for everyone. And I think that's really important when it comes to telling stories, just overall, being able to speak to the human condition. But let's continue. A story about a trio of K-pop stars who fight to save the world from demons using music and Korean-style weapons is the first animated English-language movie to present Korean culture in such scale and in such vivid detail. In fact, practically every scene in the movie contains references to Korean culture, language, and/or history, a remarkable feat that was made possible by the vision of its Korean-Canadian co-director Maggie Kang and a production crew that included many Koreans. Netflix ranks its titles based on total view count during the first 91 days after release. Views are calculated by dividing the total number of hours watched by the content's total runtime. To date, K-pop Demon Hunters has amassed 266 million views, beating Squid Game Season 1's previous record of 265.2 million views. The English-language series Wednesday is Netflix's third most popular title ever, with 252.1 million views, while the heist flick Red Notice comes in at fourth with 230.9 million views. Contrary to most other Netflix titles, which tend to lose steam over time, K-pop Demon Hunters has sustained impressive viewership since its June 20th premiere, more than 2 months ago, largely due to fans watching it on repeat. A sing-along version that was released on August 25th further boosted the film's weekly view tally from 25.4 million over the previous week to 30.1 million for the week of August 25th, the highest weekly view count for the film since its release. Yeah, the fact that it's a musical, I think, is helping it a lot too. I think that's what also helps the film have such staying power, especially since they can release it multiple times and have like a sing-along version. But anyway, of course, this isn't even counting the numbers from the sing-along 2 days theatrical release last month, which topped the box office for the weekend of August 23rd, and was estimated to have brought in between 18 million and 20 million. I actually did a video on that, so shameless plug. The film's soundtrack also continues to generate just as much buzz, with Golden currently topping the Billboard Hot 100 for the third week. So as I was saying earlier, the music is really good and really catchy, and it's just been dominating the charts. Last week, K-pop Demon Hunters became the first soundtrack to have 4 simultaneous top 10 songs in the chart's 67-year history. All 8 of the original songs from the soundtrack are still on the Billboard Hot 100. Over on Spotify, the top 5 spots on its weekly US songs chart are all occupied by tracks from K-pop Demon Hunters, with Golden claiming number 1, followed by Your Idol, Soda Pop, How It's Done, and What It Sounds Like in that order. I think my favorite song on the soundtrack was What It Sounds Like. I really vibed with that one. But moving on. With the film's ongoing momentum showing no signs of stopping, many industry observers are now speculating that K-pop Demon Hunters could score 2 Oscar nominations, one for Best Animated Feature and one for Best Original Song, and maybe even at least one Oscar win. A double nomination for the movie would be historic, as no anime-style film has ever been nominated for more than one category at the Academy Awards. The article finishes off by saying, since it has been 91 days yet since the release of K-pop Demon Hunters, there are still roughly 2 weeks left to go. The movie is expected to rack up even more viewership, further cementing its lead in Netflix's all-time global rankings. So it already beat Squid Game without it actually completing its 91-day rotation still. So that means K-pop Demon Hunters is going to be probably really hard to dethrone. Good for them. And with the film's cast and directors continuing to make media appearances, Arden Cho and Mei Hong recently appeared on Good Morning America, for example, and EJAE, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami, who provide the singing voices for the Huntrix members, are stated to present at the MTV VMAs this Sunday. It seems that K-pop Demon Hunters keeps going up, up, up. Yeah, that's probably the best way to end this article. Just reference Golden. So clearly they made a movie that resonated with the world pretty much, which is funny because there's a lyric in the movie's opening song, How It's Done, that says the whole world's playing our sound, and that is true. That actually happened in real life. And I do hope that the success of this movie will help have some kind of impact on people actually taking animation seriously. There's been a lot of talk about them just kind of getting rid of traditional animation altogether and replacing it with AI, like Lionsgate saying that they're just going to make AI remakes of all their popular movies, like The Hunger Games, for example. I mean, imagine an animated Hunger Games. There is clearly success to be had in this medium. I just think that animation has been really taken for granted, and I think that this proves that there's so much opportunity and potential still. Like, people basically see animation as a genre instead of a medium, and that you can only tell certain kinds of stories, but that's clearly not true. And I really hope that people embrace this. And I'm definitely looking forward to the K-pop Demon Hunter sequels. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear from you, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Before I go, I want to give a shout out to our members: Tyrant Carnivore, Shiny Orc Boy, Depth Charge Media, Samaru163, Gabby Hime, Verdant Range, JVR, Equestron, Norman Sweet Cream, Way Beyond Coincidence, Hunter Rose, 80s Nostalgia Guy, Felix Bam, Lucas Geist, J Draws, Meowsers, Sky, Philip, Isaac Martinez, Garcia XV Legend, Tobias Weller, Bandito Bane, Mac B909, Dakari the Professor, Todd McCaffrey, Omni Fair, Cavalcoj, Strider Exile, Phil C, Killer Bomb, Slawa Saporiguez, Entwined Boot 301, Griffin of Might, Frankie Camarillo, Datadyne Executive, Crimson Phantom, Jin the Goblin, Papa Hud 69, The Gengar King, Daunter, G-Rock, and Chaos Jumper. Thank you for the support, and if you want to become a member, you can hit the join button next to the subscribe button. We also have Buy Me Coffee if you want to support us that way. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and that part's free. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.